This video production is sponsored in part by Murray Cozy Trucking Limited. With 29 years of experience and Canadian owned and operated, honesty, integrity, and loyalty are important. You can be confident when you cozy up with us. Check out our website at murraycozytrucking.ca.
Oh man! Oh, good job! Congrats, buddy!
Well, congratulations, Ethan Friesen, on the big check. Maybe one of these days Mr. Excitement can run the cushion around and maybe find one of those. In the meantime, I don't know where you're going to put that tonight, but I might find my way over to your pit and see if maybe I can't steal a few pictures with it. So the Midwest Mod features lined up on the back stretch here. Ken's gonna run through the lineup here with us as we get ready to go green.
Let's roll through them right now. We'll start off on the pole. Driving the 47W, that's Jordan Wall. On his outside, it's the 54 of Brody Dobson. Row number 2, it's the 1S of Scott Bintz on his outside. Driving the 55, that is Murray Cozy. Row 3 has the 00D of David Delan. On his outside, it's the 44 of Austin Hunter. Row 4, it's got the 88 of Paul Viert and the 4H of Grant Hall. Row 5, it's the 44X of Devin Gordon and the 99 of Brody Strachan. Row 6, it's the 30B of Darren Boychuk and the 22 of Ricky Hamill. Row 7, it's the 95 of Ted Doyle and the 88W of Cody Wall. Row 8, it's the 5BA of Aaron Blacklance and the 12 of Tony Casey. The 9 is Big Chad. The 29 in row 9 is Big Chad and the 00 of Steve Hogard. In row 10, it's the 84 of Justin Lee and the 4B of Brandon Rehill. In row 11, it's the 12L of Brandon Lushinsky and the 22K of Mark Kohikowicz. In row number 12, it's the 20 of Nick Audette and the 19 of John Hatinga. In row 13, the 27 of Joe Tates and the 28 of Channing Spruill and Jason Somack and Len Carlson. Rounded out. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your Midwest Modifieds. A total tonight, 28 cars. Get ready for some great racing here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Jordan Wall with the 47W is the guy up front. Richard Bolscare was your winner of the 50-50 tonight, $860. That's good. A regular here at the Speedway, congratulations to him. Ladies and gentlemen, as they get around to go around turn number 4, your Midwest Modifieds. They're getting 1 to green. We are gonna go racing. Rennie Paluco, Ken Plating bringing you all the exciting action here at the track. Flagman says we're good and we're racing. Oh, we got cars in the corner. Murray Cozy gets hit. That's a lot of cars wrecked.
What a mess. exactly what you fear when you have 28 cars coming down to green, is that something happens in the middle, because it doesn't end well.
And part of the reason is there's, I mean, so many new faces. They don't know how the other guys drive. If they drive with a lot of speed or a lot of care and caution.
Yeah, the slippery surface doesn't help either. You get a little excited on a big show, and you forget that if you want to go faster, you got to be a little softer on the throttle pedal. And next thing you know, you're a little spin the tires a little. Guy behind gets into you and turns you the other way, and away you go. Next thing you know, collect 3 or 4 cars, kiss off a wall, get hit a couple more times, collect a few more cars. It just turns into madness, as we saw. Hopefully we get everybody out of the car. We find out everybody's okay. Don't like the fact that we see the ambulance over there. We don't mind them coming to the track, but we don't want them to work ever.
Very scary incident indeed, Rennie. This may take a few moments to clear up, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks like Murray Cozy may have been hurt. That's where the medical staff seem to be paying the most attention to. Did you see how that started, Ken?
Unfortunately, I didn't. I saw the tail end as I was watching the rest of the pack come across the line to see if any action was happening there. I just turned my head when I saw the first car hit the wall.
Sounds like the chatter from the officials indicate 44T may have been the benefactor of that. I see we don't have a 44T.
It looks like it could be the 44X of Devin Gordon. Hard to say, and we don't want to make any speculations just yet as we pull all these cars apart and check on all the drivers.
Well, news we didn't want to hear, folks. Looks like they're calling an ambulance for transport. Safety crew looking after what looks like Murray Cozy, but not sure.
Of course, checking on all the drivers to make sure. I mean, when you're in a wreck like that, anybody can get hit, especially when it's coming in from the side or something. You don't expect the impact, or from the back. You know, it's very important to have things like a Hans device to help the whiplash factor. Of course, when you get hit from the front or from the rear.
Yeah, definitely head and neck restraint system are a huge benefit. They help us make sure we can get up and go to work the next morning. Most of us, this is a hobby. We got families that we think of all the time. The one of the big safety changes that in recent years were made that help out the safety of the drivers, where all these cars now are built with a door plate. There's a 1/4-inch plate protecting the driver so nothing can protrude in through. That's certainly the type of wreck where somebody's bumper or bar could have easily poked through and end up piercing a driver's leg or ribs, and that's not something you ever want to see. So that door plate that they implemented was a great rule for all the classes.
Few cars moving around, so that's a good sign for some of them, but the 88 of Paul Veert now moving off. Looks like it was Cody Wall and Murray Cozy that tangled up. Apparently the accident was caused by the 88 of Paul Veert. From what we are hearing up here, drove over top of the 44 of Austin Hunter, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the rest is what we see out there. So this sounds like this is just a precautionary measure as the EMS crew are working with the 55 car of Murray Cozy. As Rennie said, you know, they are all working men and women here at the track, and we want to make sure everybody goes home safely every night. And unfortunately, some of this stuff does happen. But as a precautionary measure, they're just going to, from what I understand here, they're just going to take Murray for a quick trip to the hospital to check out and make sure he's okay. But it appears that everything is okay right now. And they're just getting his car ready to get moved off the track. Ladies and gentlemen, it's if you're looking for something to eat or drink, don't forget about our concession area. Plus, we also have a shirt shack here at Red River Co-op Speedway, so if you want to get some souvenirs from tonight, I do believe the Delan still have souvenirs for the Big Al Delan Memorial. Make sure you check that out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess they have made a change. The Incident is being called on the 44 now of Austin Hunter, not the 88 of Veer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot do this with some of our many sponsors. Of course, here at Red River Co-op, we have some great people that help us out every week, including these guys. Bugs, rodents, wasps, Poulins has the solution. For expert pest control, call the pros at Poulins. Remember, there's no foolin' with Poulin. Call 233-2500. That's 233-2500.
My husband and I wanted to sell our old minivan and looked online to compare. I was shocked to see so many other vehicles offered and so many different prices listed. I was afraid no one would ever find our van online, let alone buy it. Then a friend told me about Odessa, an auction serving the public. Odessa helped me figure out exactly what my van was worth. And since they're experts, they did all the work to get my vehicle sold on the very first day. I got more than I was going to ask online, and I didn't have to waste any time. If you have a vehicle to sell, cut through the clutter and sell it fast at OdessaPublicAuctions.ca.
Piston Ring, your first stop in automotive parts, is committed to the people of Manitoba and a proud supporter of the Red River Co-op Speedway. When traveling, visit one of our many locations in Manitoba and Northwest Ontario. Piston Ring, service is the difference. We get it. Well, Rennie, we still have 3 classes to race tonight. Of course, Midwest Modifieds, the street stocks, and then we are moving on to the Modifieds for the Big Al Delan Memorial.
We sure are, and we'll be rolling underway here. I suspect we'll be going to yellow flag condition again shortly, and we'll get all the cars moving and get a race lineup again set and get ready to go green.
Of course, a few cars now off the track, so it'll be interesting to see who is going to be out there and who is not. So we'll try to run through the lineup best we can and figure out who is now missing. We did see Veert move off the track. Now, we don't know if that was for him to check on the vehicle or was that for any other reason, but if he didn't get the caution, I think he may be back on.
As long as he didn't start working on his race car before they go to yellow.
That is correct. We are now under a yellow flag, which means the 88 car has the opportunity to work on their car as they get everybody back into the lineup. Cars firing back up, which means we're going to be going racing in just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen. $20 degrees right now here at Red River Co-op Speedway. When we started tonight, it was 27 degrees, so the temperature has dropped a bit. but that humidity is still out there, so it's a little muggy, isn't it, Rennie?
Yeah, it's a little thick in here. I'm not sure if that's you or me, but
Are you making a comment about my
aura?
aura? That's a nice way of saying it, aura.
Well, not the start that Austin Hunter wanted for that, that's for sure.
Cars moving back into our lineup. So we still have 15 laps on the board. We haven't raced a single lap yet.
No, the boys made it about, what's that, 300 feet before chaos happened. That's the funny thing about a race is everybody gets anxious and wants to make up as much ground as quickly as you can, especially when you got a tough field of cars. And I don't think anybody's ever won a race on the first lap, but there sure has been a lot of people that have tried. I may have been guilty of that a time or two myself.
Just a time or two.
Oh. Well, let's not split hairs now.
Well, you are coming off your first feature win here at Red River Co-op Speedway this year, right? A couple weeks back.
Yeah,
Still feels pretty good.
Yeah, and I got my first win in Morden too last week, which felt pretty good too. Actually, the one in Morden felt even better because it was on a slippery racetrack where I'd been kind of struggling, and we managed to make enough traction to drive past that dreaded deuce, something we've struggled to do in the past, so pretty excited about that. Just like these guys are trying to do when they were in the pits in between with the dry surface and how slick it is. They're trying to make as much traction as they can. But you saw how slick it really was when the accident happened. Guys just seemed to be sliding forever and couldn't do anything to get stopped in time.
Veered back on the track now. Trying to find his place in the lineup.
I do believe he'll have to start at the back of the pack
I agree with you.
because he left the racing surface.
They are getting one to green, so we will go Midwest Modified Racing in about 30 seconds from now. It's been so long, I forgot who our guy on the pool was. It's the 47W of Jordan Wall. Brody Dobson on his outside, followed by Scott Benson, who appears to be now, I do believe it's the 44 of, pardon me, I think it's double
OD.
Double OD, yes. We are racing.
Gordon off the top side, coming back on down the backstretch.
3 wide on the back. Scott Bintz now in second spot. That 54 car, Brody Dobson has dropped back a few spots. David Delan in third, followed by Grant Hall.
Tony Casey trying to break his way into the top 10 there as he gets under Blacklance. And now looking to Strachan.
Jordan Wall, your leader. Scott Bintz coming around the outside. Grant Hall has a way to go if he wants to catch them. He's in third spot. Just to point something out, Randy Paluco, Paul Veard has moved up about 7 spots already.
Yeah, and Austin Hunter just sort of following right behind. Oh, Gordon's around. Everybody narrowly misses him, I hope.
Looks like they do.
I don't know if that was just a little helmet fire for Gordon or if he had some help. I didn't see. They tell me the caution's on the 44 alone, so a helmet fire it is.
The helmet fire, explain this term there, Randy Paluco.
That's when you sort of have a little meltdown in your brain and you forget to connect to your foot properly and use the right pedal with the appropriate amount of pressure.
Have you ever suffered from a little bit of helmet fire in your day?
Oh, I've had a couple helmet infernos.
Inside and on and off the racetrack, correct?
Maybe a time or two. If I'm not mistaken, you have one on film that you were so kind not to include. I still wonder if that's going to make it into perhaps our banquet montage.
Possibly. For those of you that don't know, ladies and gentlemen, I am the head videographer here at Big Dave Media. We do all the track video, so if you want to catch up on what's going on at Red River Co-op Speedway, we offer pay-per-view. So if you're at home tonight, you have family at home, they wanted to watch this race, they can dial into redrivercoopspeedway.ca and watch our pay-per-view of tonight's action. It's going on live right now, and you can watch it at home if you can't make it out to the racetrack. But of course, we want to see you here first, because nothing beats watching dirt track racing live.
Absolutely.
Helmet fires and all.
Food doesn't taste right if it doesn't have clay in it, and beer just tastes that much better when it's got a fine film of clay on the head.
Well, cars will reline back up.
Jordan Wall does seem to be having his way up front. Smooth sailing so far. Scott hasn't been able to find anywhere on the racetrack where he's any better. No. Yeah.
Well, a couple of local guys near the front of the pack. That's the 4H of Grant Hall. He's in third spot, followed by the 00D of David Delan. Delan, of course, would love to make this a great night because being the Delan Memorial Hall last year, had a great opportunity in the modified, but didn't end up pulling it off. It was Ricky Hamill with the win last year.
Yeah, I'm sure Delan would like to change that this year, and you know what? I'm hard pressed for all the times I've been here. I think if you say dirt track in Manitoba, the name Delan has to be included with it. There's so many, and we talk about them on the track, but it's not just what they do on the track. It's all the other roles that they fill. If it wasn't for the Delan family, that this racing program wouldn't be anywhere near as good as it is. So we should all, whenever you see a Delan, don't be afraid to thank them.
Well, of course, the Drivers' Points Fund, which we have here, the 50-50 draw that you saw tonight, half of that money goes to the Drivers' Points Fund. And what that does is help kind of ease the burdens of racing here in the sport of dirt track racing. And here in Manitoba, they split the money up amongst the drivers depending on where you finish. So it's a nice little perk at the end of the year being a driver here at Red River Co-op Speedway.
It certainly is. I know I look forward to it. The downside is they give it to you in cash at the banquet. Sometimes it doesn't all make it back home to the bank account.
I gathered that from your statement.
Looks like we finally got our lineup right as we set up for our Delaware restart, where your leader stays out front all by himself. Second place gets to choose high or low. Third goes where two doesn't, and everyone else files in.
What's your choice on a Delaware restart, the inside or the outside? I know right up front is the best spot, but if you had to choose.
High, wide, and handsome.
High, wide, and handsome.
Yeah, it's got to be a real bad racetrack on the top side for me to pick the bottom. I don't know what it is. I just struggle around the bottom. I hit the U tires all the time, so I like to hang it around the cush where lots of other guys struggle. They kind of have a hard time holding it right on the edge, but I don't know. I used to watch Nolan Olmsted and Bill Mooney fight it out in their A-mods around here and run around the cushion, slide jobbing each other, and man, that was entertaining. And you know what? Being in the driver's seat, it's way more fun riding the cushion than it is hugging the tires like Ward Emery style.
Well, Ward Emery did win last night, so maybe he's got a thing there that's working.
Hey,
you got to think about that.
I didn't say it was the smartest.
I'm just saying. We got a green flag. We're racing again.
Oh. That's that corner one syndrome.
Everybody's trying to win that race on that first lap. Cars all over the place.
Looked like the 85, or is that 85 or 95? Into the U tire all by himself. That's what I saw anyway. Well, I think we just got word from the booth here. We're going to be going single file. As you see, they brought out the cone. The race director, I think, used the term unreasonable on the driver's part. Perhaps trying to win the race on corner one might be part of the problem.
Well, calling all racing fans, Castrol is a proud sponsor of Red River Co-op Speedway. We are passionate about racing and want to help you make your engine titanium strong. Try Castrol Edge, our strongest and most advanced range of engine oils yet. Visit us at castrol.ca or follow us on Facebook. Choose Castrol. It's more than just oil, it's liquid engineering. Well, we are single file. The pylon's out there. We're going green. Well, that went a little bit better, Rennie.
Yeah, and the guy that hit the U-tire made a run at the cone too.
'47 car, still your leader. Grant Hall now making a pitch behind the 1S of Scott Bintz. He goes inside. Grant Hall trying to make a move for second spot. Can he get around him? Jordan Wall, still your leader up front. Oh, they're door to door. It's the Beards 88 and it's the 84. Justin Lee.
Veert and Hunter are making their way through as they charge past Black Lance. They're on mission. They want to get up to the front.
Two skilled drivers that have a lot of speed out there, and they are making moves. Your leader coming around 4. It's the 47. He's got 7 laps to go. Justin Wall. Pardon me, Jordan Wall. Vince is staying really close to him though as they go around 3 and 4. Grant Hall in 3rd spot. Followed by the 30B. Darren Boychuk. David Delan is next. Leaders coming up on lap traffic. 5 laps to go. Oh, baby.
3 wide out of 4.
They work their way around the first car. He's still going. He's still the leader in this one. We've got a yellow.
Oh, looks like is
Looks
that
like the 12 with Tony Casey.
either that or Lachinsky. No, I think you're right. I think that was Tony Casey. Not how he wanted his first night out in his new Elite chassis to go, but at this stage of the game, I guess. I see he's headed off. I suspect the yellow got him the black, even though that was his first caution of the night. Yeah, I think so. Once they put a single file automatic, almost automatically, they also tell you you're on the yellow. No, I think where you see the blue and yellow flag, not
No,
the
I
black.
understand that. No, but they've been like I hear them like 22 gate black flag. And then I watch.
Well, hang on. It's 222 black. Yeah, that's 22 in the back there. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe his receiver's not working. Although I suspect it is, because otherwise he would have just kept parading around until somebody stopped him.
Looks like the 29 having some problems on the front stretch. That's Big Chad. So it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a green-white checkered scenario. Time is up on the clock, so that basically means that we will go to a green, then a white, then a checkered flag, and that will end the race, even though there was more laps than that on the board when we went into the caution. So we will be ending this race a little bit earlier. Not ideal for the drivers, but time for us to move on, I think.
Yeah, especially for guys like Austin Hunter and Paul Beard, who are trying to make their way back up through the field, which they've been doing a good job of, and every now and then a yellow will help you out, but in this case it was as much a downside as it was a benefit.
If you take a look at Beard, he's 88 on the leaderboard, the AIE Bell Communications leaderboard. He is now up to 10th spot. He started the race, remember, back in the original incident?
28th.
And look where he is now. Great driving by him, and not far behind him, it's the 44 of Austin Hunter.
I think my quarter, as Pat Mooney would say, would be on Paul Veert to get the Hard Charger Award.
He has done well tonight. Wall still your leader with 1 lap to go. Scott Vince will have to make a pitch now. We've seen it once. Let's see if it happens again tonight.
Strachan and Dobson get together. Dobson almost goes around. We got a yellow checkered as Tates went around on the backstretch. I didn't see what happened there. So it looks like that wraps up your Midwest Modified feature. Not the way any of these drivers wanted it to, but 47 of Jordan Wall, I guess he'll be the one that's least upset about it, taking home the big check tonight. Your runner-up was in the 1, Scott Bintz. 3rd, Grant Hall. 4th goes to Delan. Oh, look at my math. That was 5th, Delan. 30 I missed in there. 4th place, your 4th place runner, the 30 car. Jordan Wall from Greenbush, Minnesota, guys. Give him a hand when he gets down to the front stretch. Help him get out of his car. Good run for Jordan. Oh, looks like Jordan's gonna take the long way around, celebrate his victory. We'll take it down to Ken Platnick down on the stage, who's getting ready to greet Jordan Wall here, our Midwest Modified feature winner.
Well, it took a long time tonight, but we do have a winner. He is driving the 47W, your winner of the Big Al Delan Memorial Midwest Modifieds. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jordan Wall! Come on up here, Jordan. A quick post-race interview and then, of course, a couple pictures. First of all, congratulations on the race. I know it wasn't the race you guys wanted to have. I know a lot of cautions and stuff out there, but you pretty much led this one throughout the entire thing. Car seemed really dialed in.
Yeah, it was. We've never really had that great of luck here, but I guess this weekend went pretty good.
Things have changed, eh? Big Al Delan Memorial, a big event here. Nice to win this one. Is it one of the special ones underneath your belt now?
Oh yeah, it's definitely pretty special. We just come up here and support Rick and his family. It's a great event, and they got good money, so yeah.
Money's always good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up to your winner tonight, driving that 47W. Let's get that trophy. Let's get that check out here with the Delan family. Congratulations so much on winning this one. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner in the 47W, Jordan Wall! Well, you can bring it on your car. I can take the check, just sign it over. My name is Ken. Doesn't work that way, I guess. Eh? Congratulations to you.
Jordan, don't forget the tech shed.